evening. I was always told that before you speak, you should start with a joke. Typically, my jokes end up happening in actual life. So last weekend, many of you know I come from Alabama. My mom sent me a text message. She said, "We're at the family reunion at the lake. It's the Sessions family reunion. Jeff was invited, but unfortunately, it's an election season, so he's not here." And I, of course, I'm a Democrat, so I sent some jokes back. And her response a couple minutes later was, "Well, word is spreading that the Sessions are here and everyone's stopping by." And the reason I say this is because I think it tells you a little bit about how I grew up. I grew up in a very conservative household, and to this day I still remember those values, and I do hold many of them dear. And I believe that as a moderate Democrat, that gives me some background into the other side of the aisle. And it helps me to work across the aisle and to be more bipartisan. My primary concern for Kansas right now is our economy. I believe this needs to be our top priority. Month after month, our revenue projections are behind. We're robbing KDOT to balance our budget. This is not a good short-term plan, much less a viable long-term plan. Our roads are one of our most important assets, and we need to maintain quality infrastructure. In 2017, the legislature needs to work together to form a fair tax plan. In 2015, I had the opportunity to walk 60 miles in 3 days to draw attention to the cuts and lack of funding in our public schools. I'm a person who believes in putting action behind her words. Our rural schools have been under attack in Topeka. The perfect example happened just this last session when they tried to push a consolidation bill. However, they didn't call it consolidation. This bill would have essentially put all of the school districts under Holton jurisdiction. It would have limited the amount of administrators. It would have forced our school board to essentially close our schools without putting the dirt on the hands of the legislators. We need to protect our rural schools. I have seen a rural school closed. I was a child when my rural school closed, and I know what happens to a town when it loses its school. We need to look no further than Denison to see those results. Also, something that I'm seeing is that much of what's going on in Topeka concerns Johnson County and Wyandotte County. We need to bring a voice to the rural community. We need to make sure that our unique needs are being heard, that people realize that we're here as well, and that we have concerns and we have things that need to be taken care of. I also believe in communication. It's something that we have not had a lot of in this area. I am local to you, and as a mom, and that is my primary occupation, so I have lots of time to go around and visit with voters and to visit with citizens. I want to know what your concerns are. If elected, I want to be able to come to your house and sit down and talk to you about what your concern is. I want to be an ear to listen to. I will be dedicated to this district. Like I said before, I plan to be bipartisan, even though I have the Democrat label. My job is not to represent my party. My job is to represent those in my district. I believe in advocating for others. That is what I have made my profession as. Unfortunately, it's not a paid profession, but I do go around advocating for those who have special needs in our community and making sure that their parents know how to read their IEP, making sure the school district is meeting their needs. And those are the things that I think that I can bring to the table in Topeka. I want to go and I want to advocate for this district, and I want this district to know that they have a voice there, because you have not had a voice. And I think that those are my main points. And I hope that I can count on your vote in November. Thank you.